Good morning, St. Mary's. I'm Dana.
And I'm Kaya.
Here's today's menu in the Shea Cafe. For lunch, we have the Global Bowls Neiman Ranch beef meatballs with pasta, the Toss Special Capet Farms roasted Brussels sprout salad, the vegetarian plant-inspired veggie ratatouille, and the market grilled favorite, free-range chicken fajitas.
And in student life, we only have a few more days until student leadership elections for next year. It's time to meet our final two candidates, so let's head over to Studio B with Yoni.
Hey Panthers, we're here with Taryn, one of the candidates for directors of Spirit and Athletic Directors. And Taryn, why do you think you're a good candidate?
Well, I've been involved at athletics here at St. Mary's. I do track, and I'm probably part of the best flag football team here on campus. I've also been on class council this junior year, and I love talking with everyone and getting to know people's opinions on how to make this school even better.
Great. Now back to them.
Happy Wellness Wednesday, Panthers. Each Wednesday during the month of May, we will celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month at lunch. Please come by the wellness table by the cross. There will be a small wellness activity there will be small wellness activities that have proven to boost levels of happiness. Come check it out and give yourself a moment of self-care. And just a reminder, if you or someone you care about is struggling with any type of mental health challenge, please reach out to a trusted adult. You are not alone. See you today at lunch.
Coming up next week is our annual Founders Week celebration. Here's Sophia with a look at what this week is all about and what's happening here on campus.
Hey Panthers! Founders Week is a week-long celebration of the life and vision of St. John Baptist de La Salle and a recognition of our shared Lasallian Catholic identity at St. Mary's College High School. Drawing inspiration and guidance from the vision of De La Salle, patron saint of educators and founder of the Brothers of the Christian Schools, Founders Week is an intentional way to learn, reflect, and act on the spirit that has animated and guided the 350-year legacy of the Christian Brothers and the 159-year history of St. Mary's College High School.
And we wrap up our look at Genocide Awareness Week. In today's segment, Mira addresses the issue of what now?
We say never forget the victims of genocide, that it will never happen again. This is unfortunately not true. 170 million people have been murdered in acts of genocide since the Holocaust. We say never forget, and yet we continue to allow this cycle of dehumanization, violence, and death. We are complicit in it. As I speak, there are multiple genocides occurring in the world around us. There's the genocide of the Rohingya in Myanmar. There's the genocide of the Uyghur in China. There are 9 countries with threats of alarm for potential genocide, such as Ethiopia, Sri Lanka, and Syria. As Americans, we tend to lack awareness about these genocides. As an international community, we fall silent. What lets this horrific cycle of genocide continue? There are 2 primary reasons behind this cycle. The failures of international institutions to handle acts of genocide, and our social psychology. It is the second issue that must be emphasized. As individuals, as students, we don't have power over international institutions. But we do have power over how we act and how we think. So we must confront the reality that our social ideologies lay at the foundation of genocide. An us versus them mentality or othering is a crucial part of genocide. It does not always result in a genocide, but it can rapidly escalate to the most extreme form, in which our world is divided into a human us and an inhuman them. The Nazis did this through dehumanizing propaganda and symbolization that stripped people of their humanity. A yellow star, a pink triangle, a number on the wrist. But othering does not always take such an extreme form. It can occur in every facet of our lives, from casual conversation to popular culture. It happens when people insult and exclude others for perceived inferiorities, and it happens when we stereotype people. When these ideas are spread without question, they become normalized, which leads to the conditions that allowed governments to enact violence and discrimination against minority groups. We must confront this reality. Othering is present in our society, from extreme political polarization to Islamophobia to racism to transphobia. Othering is present across nations who dismiss the suffering they witness in other parts of the world because of a perceived us and them. We must make ourselves aware of this tendency towards hatred or jealousy or desire for power over others. We must guard against our own indifference. This self-awareness is crucial when it comes to preventing genocide, for no child grows up wanting to become a killer. We cannot dismiss the Nazis and the Khmer Rouge as paragons of evil. We cannot look at them and say, I could never do that. Because when we do this, we create a wall of separation between us and the perpetrators. We create a wall of denial against the ever-present possibility of the seeds of the other flourishing into hatred and violence. This is what genocide springs from. It is what turns ordinary people into low-level perpetrators of a genocide who are just following orders. It is what turns ordinary people into passive bystanders. Instead, we must strive to create a society of active bystanders, ones who interfere on the behalf of victims. We must work for a more positive mindset towards the other and bring opposing groups into positive contact with each other. We must question authority and cultivate independent thinking, for it is necessary to resisting destructive leadership. We have to create a community that values moral courage, cooperation, and interaction with groups that are not our own. We are all obligated to work for a world without genocide, a world without the horror of mass violence. We can do this, but only through creating societies of active bystanders. That mission must begin now so that we can one day live in a world where the words never again do not fall flat. Thank you, St. Mary's.
And in club news, see you at tomorrow's Brown Bag meeting. The topic will be growing up male. And Creative Writers meets today at A Block in 321. See you there. And other meetings start at 10:20. Art Club in Shea 101, the BBQ Club in Murphy 226, the Cosmology Club in Brennan 403, the Environmental Club in St. Joe's 810, the Outdoor Club in Murphy 212, and the Skateboarding Club at the ramp near the softball field. And then later at lunch, it's either the Baker's Club or Salt in Brennan 413, and the Improv Club gathers in the auditorium.
And now here's more sports with Sophia.
Hey Panthers, and an intramural flag football today. Matchups during lunch include Manipulators battling Sigma Tigma and Tearing It Up battling Samadi's fan club. And congrats to Coach Gonzalez and our softball team after finishing the regular season 11-5 overall and 11-0 in conference, and currently number 4 in NCS. And the following players received the following awards. TCAL MVP, Malika Weaver. First team all-conference, Malika, Melanie, and Aaliyah. And second team all-conference, Layla, Faith, and Taylor. And honorable mention is Aoife and Ayana. Congratulations, Panthers. And Panthers get the number 1 overall seat in TCAL Conference Championships tournament and get first and second round bye. They will play next Wednesday, May 11th at 4 p.m. The location is still to be determined. And later today at El Cerrito, the track team meet of champions is happening. And there is a 2 p.m. early dismissal for the athletes. Good luck, Panthers, and back to announcements.
And a very happy birthday to Michael Lewis. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you.
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was incredible.
That was great, man. That's it for today. Have a great day, St. Mary.